Cutie Pies. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. All right, guys, let's get right into it. I'm not going to hold you long on this one at all. Today is Friday, yay, September the 2nd, 2022. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8. It was pretty solid on some parts for me. Let's keep going. You might hear Mila in the background. I apologize in advance for that. Dante and Sam. I like these two, but they're a little bit boring. But I do like them as a couple. You know what? Let me stop. I thought when they first were trying to do a little something, they had chemistry, but I don't know. Maybe I like the start of a romance, but once it gets into a romance, I'm like, all right, I'm bored. But anyways, Sam has rethought her decision, and she wants Dante to move in with her. And that's pretty much what they were talking about. Another thing that came up was she said, what if the person who stabbed Ava was a crime of passion? And Dante was like, huh. So that gives him something to think about. And y'all, let's move on because that's pretty much it with those two. Then we see Brooklyn and Chase, and they finally got these two together. I'm trying to get back into this couple, y'all. I know. Because to me, it was so good when after Bailey, everyone found out the truth and everything. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this couple. And then it took so long. And I was like, I'm not interested anymore, but I'm gonna get back interested in these two because I do like them individually as well as together. And so they run into Lynx comes to them and he says, look at Brooklyn, you're kissing your client. Is that the kind of manager you want? And she said, no, you're not judging someone on professionalism. And he says, listen, Chase, do you want the Savoy gig or not? And Chase said, I'm gonna still do the Savoy gig or whatever and give you your cut, but I'm gonna rock with Brooklyn. And Lynx said, I don't want you to end. He said, well, then go with Brooklyn, be with Brooklyn. And apparently, and then he leaves or whatever because he said, you're making the wrong choice. But apparently that was part of phase 1, and now they're moving on to phase 2. I said, Lord, y'all dragging this out and go lose your relationship over this mess. Oh, Lord. Let's move on. So then we see Josh and Cam speaking. So Josh and Cam are talking, and he's like, are you okay after everything that went down with Ava? And she says, yes. What's funny, mama? She says, yes, I am. And so then she starts telling them about Dex. Cam already don't like Dex because he was like, the only thing I know about him is that he was pressuring Jorah or whatever. She said, yeah, but people can be complicated, because then he was able to step in and help. And he was like, yeah, I'm sure in his line of work. And she said, he used to be a soldier. And Cam was like, I didn't know it. I said, listen, Cam, tell me you're jealous without telling me you're jealous. Because baby, Cam is a little bit jealous. He don't like it. He already see where this is going. You need to stay stuck like glue to your girlfriend before she be over there with death, because that's where this is going, sir. Let's move on. So then we see Spencer, and he made it home to the Metro Court. He got a room there, and he is tired, so he's trying to get some sleep. And then Esme comes through. I say, yes, Esme, you better come through after we haven't seen you for a minute with the glowy skin and pretty hair. Like, she looked real pretty on this episode, y'all. I mean, you might not like her. This is a pretty girl. But anyways, so she come through all up in Spencer's dreams and stuff, telling him, I made you lose your daddy and your girl. I said, you sure did, girl. She said, so you did all that and you lost them both anyways. And I said, now he hasn't lost Trina, because if he tell her the truth, I feel sorry for Rory. And speaking of Rory, congratulations to him, because he has booked it's one of the Chicagos. He's either going to be on Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. But anyway, he booked one of those. I don't know if he's going to be a reoccurring or just a guest, but he's been shooting with them and everything. So congratulations to Michael, who plays Rory on that. Let's move on. So she all over the place, telling him, I got you or whatever. So, you might be mad at me and you just weren't man enough to me. And you had to know you were a virgin, but I was your first, but You were not my first. I said, so y'all just gonna put Esme out there like that. Okay. But anyways, he just like, shut up, Esme. And that's when he wakes up. And so when he wakes up, he was like, who is just a dream? But then Cam comes to see him, and Cam is like, hey, oh, and he starts writing a letter to Trina, right? Because he wants her to know the truth. And apparently he going away to Bentonville tomorrow. I said, oh, so it's been 2 weeks already. Okay, cool. Because the days that y'all had go by looked like it had been a day. It looked like it had been a day, maybe 2 days or whatever, but it's been 2 weeks. Okay. I got it. Somebody needs to put on the screen so that we can keep up September 2nd, Friday. And then the next time it's a new day, even if it's a few days later, October the 23rd, just so we could be on the timeline that you guys are on, because I didn't know this. I was like, he got a little time. I thought maybe something was going to happen and Spencer wouldn't have to go to Pentonville. Now I'm concerned, because if y'all do him like y'all did Michael, I'm going to be very upset. I'm not going to even lie to you. Anyway, Spencer and Cam are talking, and Cam is just like, come on, let's play some video games. They doing that whole thing for Trina tonight. And Spencer tells him, you know what, I just want to chill out and be in luxury on my last night before I go to Pentonville. Calm down, mama. Before I go to Pentonville and all that. And Kim said, all right, cool. I'm going to go over here to this Trina party, because, she passed her Title IX and she's going to be in school in the fall. I said, oh, wait, Spencer not going to be able to go to school. I said, but it's okay, because most people wouldn't be able to get back into college, but his great uncle or whatever gonna make a donation, and it'll be fine for him. So then Spencer get all dressed up in the suit. I said, look at you, Spencer. He said, I'm finna go drop this letter with Trina. I said, well, okay then. And so then we see Dex, Sonny, and Michael. I don't know why I like when this guy plays Michael, but I just do. So Dex and Sonny are talking. Dex and Sonny are talking, and Sonny says, because Dex said, you got a shipment, Miss Wu got a shipment coming in. I said, Dex, what you don't want to do is mess with Miss Wu's shipment. You and Michael gonna have some problems on your hand, because she's not Sonny. She's what Sonny used to be. If y'all mess with her shipment, you're gonna have some problems on your hands. But anyways, he tells Dex, what I want you to do is go guard Ava room. I said, well, I'm glad somebody doing it, because the police, like somebody said in the comments, I got to start writing y'all names down. But somebody told me in the comments, and they were like, why wouldn't they have somebody at her room? Like somebody just tried to kill her. I don't know why Port Charles Police Department, PCPD, doesn't have anyone at her door. Like, that would make common sense. But Sonny said, I got it. Don't worry about it. I said, okay. So he going to protect her. And then Michael going to come up on Sonny talking about, did this have something to do with you? And he said, the only connection Ava and I have is Avery. So he said, what should have happened was, y'all should have had more security on the quarterback, your other side of the family. Oh, Holly should have had more security. I said, now, Michael, you can't blame this on Sonny now. But he was just trying to distract from Dex, because Dex was going at Michael like, I'm going to hit you. Don't you talk to him like that. And Sonny said, back down. Just go do what I said. And he go, and Sonny said, Michael going to walk away. And Sonny said, what a shame. And anyway, so then we see Willow and Terry. I said, why you over here worried about Sonny? Worry about your wife, because she over here working herself until she has no energy, right? She don't have any energy. Give me just a second. Oh, okay. So she working herself down until she has no energy, and she looking like she gonna pass out, and Terry have to tell her to come in my office. So Terry tells her, listen, ma'am, you got leukemia, you are pregnant, you're a nurse, you be on your feet all day, you have a family, and you're not telling anybody that you're sick. You're gonna have to do something. And she snapped at Terry, and Terry said, I'm not trying to force you to tell your family or whatever. I'm just saying, you're gonna have to cut when you're gonna get sick, and you're gonna have to cut back these hours. So if you're gonna pretend everything is all good, then you need to keep your energy up. That's what Terry was saying. She was like, if you're gonna pretend everything all good, well, keep your energy up. You can't be looking like you're about to faint. And then Willow was like, you know what? I'm sorry, Terry. I didn't mean to snap at you like that or whatever. And she said, you're absolutely right. I do need to, if I'm gonna pretend, then I need to keep my energy up and everything. And she was like, you're right. So then Michael had went and talked to a nurse, and she told him, Willow was in Dr. Randolph's office, and he was like, he knocking and everything. And Willow tells him, "Oh, I was just talking about cutting back my hours." And he was like, "That's what I'm talking about, because you gonna be real busy, and with the baby coming and all that, you do need to cut back those hours, because y'all know Willow really don't have to work. She just doing this because she wants to." I said, "Girl, you need to be trying to, like Terry said, you need to be trying to save your strength. So yeah, cut back them hours, those hours and everything." And y'all, that was it with them. Willow not gonna end up telling Michael nothing. Excuse me. Terry got a phone call. Then Willow and Michael went outside. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I know they went outside. And they talked about. I don't remember. Let's move on. My bad. I shouldn't even say nothing. So then we see Joss and Dex. So we see Joss and Dex talking, and she tells him, "Did you see Avery's charm bracelet?" Because she didn't go with Cam the Trina's, or he went to Spencer's, because she said, "I need to go find Avery's charm bracelet," because Avery called Joss and said she missing it, and it's important to her because her mama Ava gave it to her. So she went to the hospital, and Dex is watching Ava's room. And so she came up and she was like, "Have you seen it?" And he was like, "No." And he said, "But you know what? I'm gonna go and look for it." And then he give an update on Ava. Now Nina is in the room with Ava and everything, right? She's in the room with Ava, and she says, "Oh, girl." So she tells Ava, "How is everything going? How are you feeling?" And she was like, I'm scared when the medication wear off." I said, "I know you are, girl." And so then she says, "But she don't have a clue. She didn't see who attacked her. She has no clue or whatever." And so then she tells her that Nicholas betrayed her. And Nina's like, "You think Nicholas stabbed you?" She said, "No, girl, he ain't stabbed me." She said, "I don't know, but I don't think it was him." She said, "He slept with she said, Nicholas cheated on you, didn't he?" She said, "Yes." She said, "Well, who? It doesn't matter who he cheated." She said, "No, it matters who." And so Nina was me. "Well, then who?" Even though I know who it was, but that's me when I'm getting tea. "Well, then who?" And she said, "Esme." And Nina said, "Oh, no, he didn't. I know what y'all gonna say about Ava being with Michael and Morgan. I'm in the right now, not in the past." So anyway, she was like, "I can't believe he cheated on her with you or whatever." And she said, "Yeah, so I don't want him anywhere near me." And she said, and then he says, "We have to stay together." So Ava was like, Nina was like, "Ava, what does he have that makes him say y'all have to stay together? Like you're all he had, like you have to be with him or something. You need him." And she said, "What is it? What does he have on you?" "Hold on just a second, girl." And she says she's about to tell, but she can't. She don't want to tell. And then Sonny come in, and he said, "What was y'all talking about?" I said, Ava, you might as well tell Sonny. He pretty much figured out you did something to Esme or whatever, but she don't tell. Anyways, then we see Sonny and Nina come out the room, and Joss and Dex are there or whatever. And Sonny tells Joss, "What you doing here?" And she said, "Avery lost her bracelet. Avery lost her bracelet, and I'm here looking for it." "Well, child, I'm here looking for it," or whatever. And he was like, "It's sweet how you take care of your sister." And she's like, "Always." But Dex was like, "Yeah, the garbage man, he already took the garbage out or whatever." And so Sonny and them go on about their business. And then we see Ava and Frank. And Frank goes in and she says, "Do you have a list of you gonna be outside my room all night?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "You got a list of who can come in and out?" He said, "Yes." And she says, "Nicholas Cassidy, my husband, on that list?" He said, "Yes, he's on there." And she said, "Remove my husband off that list. He don't need to come see me." I said, "Well," Ava said, "I'm gonna do what I do." And so then we see Dex and Joss, and they all went to the dumpster because she said, "Baby, I'm gonna get my sister's bracelet. I'm gonna get her bracelet back." Wait a minute. I'm sitting here really thinking that Avery and Joss's sisters, they are not like, I see it. I know what she's doing, like blood related. They're not blood related, but she could. That's sweet. But anyway, so she said, "I'm gonna get my sister's bracelet and everything." And so she go and she's about to go in the dumpster, and Dix was like, "I can't let you do this," but because I was thinking, girl, it's needles and stuff. And she said, this is the medical dumpster, girl. I said, oh, okay. And so, anyways, they went to go in this dumpster and get this bracelet. I said, y'all done forgot. Cam, you need to go over there and get your girl. So, anyways, then we see Sonny and Nina. And oh, by the way, Brooklyn sees Sonny and Nina too, because Chase is like, how are we gonna book me gigs? And she says, I know how. And I said, Lord, she finna go to Sonny or Nina. And then, anyways, we see Sonny and Nina, and he's like, what were you and Ava talking about? Lord, I'm just gonna call this girl her child's name. And she says, it was nothing, Sonny. She's just not, she's emotional, she's overwhelmed. And he said, no, it was more than that. What was it, Nina? And I said, Sonny, she don't got to tell you what it was. You always want to know something. But I don't care. Anyways, that was General Hospital today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is the weekend. You guys be safe, be blessed, and I will see you next week for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps General Hospital Edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.